This will be a video review of the Ainol Novo 7 Paladin, which I purchased recently in China. So firstly, we'll be doing the boot up test. So your results may vary from the tablets you get, because I'm actually running ICS Ice Cream Sandwich 4.0.1 on this tablet, and I actually upgraded the compiler to this from Google to that of the Demrich Turbo. So the results may vary. So booting up, you see a very nice Ainol with blinking light screen. So the boot up actually took around 40 seconds for the home screen to be up, but you will actually need time to mount the SD card and what, because actually I have a 4GB SD card with it as well. So upon booting up, the UI is pretty responsive as I'm actually using the default launcher. So firstly, I'll be going through the new stuff about Ice Cream Sandwich, as you all might be interested to know. So firstly would be the settings menu. So the settings uses more of a honeycomb-like UI. So actually you realize that you can access the tabs on the left, and actually the information will be displayed on the right. So as you realize here, there's a HDMI set, but actually there's no HDMI within this tablet, so don't be mistaken. Then there's actually other options which is pretty similar to that of gingerbread and honeycomb. So can browse around, but the thing about that is that sound and display doesn't have pretty much of options. So yeah, okay. So next will be the widgets. So realize that the widgets can now be accessed through the top right hand option. So you can go to widgets, and actually Beautiful Widgets works nicely on this tablet. So as you see, I actually have it installed. Okay, next would be the way to create new folders. So to create new folders now, you just need to drag an icon and drop it. More of a Apple iOS type of UI. So to remove it, just press and hold and drag it out again. So it's pretty simple. So firstly, I'll be going through the multi-touch test for this tablet. So actually this tablet supports only up to 2-point multi-touch, so when you add a third input it doesn't actually detect it. So it's actually pretty decent for pinch and zoom, but nothing much more than that. So next I would like to go for, and you realize that the Wi-Fi connectivity is off. So sometimes when you're on it, it might connect automatically, sometimes it might not. So actually there's something weird about this Wi-Fi, but actually it remembers your password, so it's just another step of actually clicking the Wi-Fi connection and just connecting it. Okay, so with while we're connected to Wi-Fi, maybe I visit the market. So you realize that actually I had to do a bit of routing, a bit of tweaks and stuff to gain access to the full market. But actually the market app that comes with this is not a full-fledged market, so you might see certain apps missing and certain apps there. So this is the full market, but note that not all apps would work with this market, which is pretty much a limitation of the MIPS platform. So you can see almost all the apps, but when you actually download it, there's actually error. Okay, so nextly would be games. So actually games works pretty well with this tablet. So let's try a doodle jump. So simple games like this shouldn't be an issue for this processor, as it doesn't require a lot of processing for it. So the good thing about this Ice Cream Sandwich, you realize that there's no tabs on top for you to pull down the menu or anything. So to access the home button, you just need to flick it up. You realize the multitasking buttons will appear. So you just need to press home if you want to exit it. Yeah, so which is a pretty good way. So next I'll play something more intensive. Let's say Spider-Man. Oh wait, it's not installed. So games work well. So actually come bundled with a free game, with a few games. So let's try Angry Bird now. So pinch to zoom is decent, I would say. Not that fast, but it works well. So I'm not very good with Angry Birds. So yeah, that's Angry Birds for you. So likewise, if you want to access, you just pick up home. So very simple. So next I'd like to play some 1080p videos. So note that these videos are actually placed on the SD card. So we'll see whether they are able to handle the full 1080p resolution. So note that these trailers are downloaded off YouTube using the using full HD. So this is the default playing. So actually for this resolution is pretty clear. So you can extend the resolution, you can extend the thing to fill up the whole screen. I'll say the speaker is pretty decent. It's actually pretty loud for a tablet like this. So let's try streaming through the video. So no lag. So it actually handles 1080p videos very well. So let's try another video, Dark Knight. So I would say the resolution for this is actually pretty good. So likewise, no lag while you fast forward or yep, so that's for videos. So next would be music. So for music wise, it actually uses sort of the older gingerbread kind of UI. So if movies isn't an issue, I don't think songs will be an issue for this player as well.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, just bringing me out the dark.
So fast forwarding media handles it pretty well as well. Okay, so next I'll be trying out some photos. So note that these photos actually comes preloaded. So let me see if I can find them. So browsing through photos is pretty much an enjoyable task because the photos respond. So pinch to zoom, it definitely lags as compared to using other Android tablets, but it does the job, so it's pretty fine. Okay, so likewise, flick up home, so it's pretty simple. So next would be the browser test. So I'll be using the default browser for this, as there's not much browser that can be downloaded off the net for actually this platform. So browser. So actually I'll be testing against the default browser in my S2 because I got no other ways to test it. So note that they're connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Okay, so let's search for some. Let's try loading up YouTube. Yeah, so it actually loads different. The tablet tends to load more of the mobile side. So actually there's little basis for comparison. I'll probably find a better website to test when I have the time again. So next would be the viewing angles. So the one thing about this tablet would be the limited viewing angle. So probably I'll compare the viewing angles between the tablet and the S2. So S2 is known for its screen and viewing angle, so probably we'll do a test. So this would be the head-on test. So we move down to the right. You realize that you can still see the S2 clearly, but the tablet tends to get a bit of the colors on the tablet tends to get a bit washed out. So likewise, on top is okay. When you go to the side, the colors of the tablet tends to be washed out again. So this is actually a pretty fast review, though. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks.